out there. Journey episode 22. Gas TV here. Mornings real early. This is what I'm playing KFC. Let me continue this. It's been a couple months since I played this game. Guess I needed a break. This must be the strongest weapons I have in my inventory right now.
Sounds like we're doing this! Wake up, jackass!
That's the objective. Smoke. I don't want no smoke, you gotta understand. I'm looking for something. Tried to come in here willingly. Y'all tripping.
What are you?
Unarmed.
Watch out!
I don't want to die.
I guess,
No, just
never
calm
mind then.
down. Oh, Lord.
Please don't hurt
I
me!
think I soiled myself.
I'm not trying to hurt nobody. They shot at me. How do I get out of here? The door is open now. Don't know why that was so complicated.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue?
10 grand. the augment's what you really want in this. I mean, because sometimes they don't really have nothing.
Or Rizzo's all-you-can-crunch cereal buffet. Or maybe
Increase speed of attack.
you'd like to head to the bar.
Increase carry capacity.
And enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although in the...
Just help me get to where I'm trying to go. I don't want any problems, guys. It's back where I came from. So it's another floor, that's where I need to go. Why is this so hard to get to? And they're hostiles, okay. Hostiles. What about now? It's on this level. There it is. Jeez.
To shreds, you say? That's how it's done, Captain.
Man, he got a key. What's in here? Got some loot in here.
Wow, nice work. Here they come! Out of my way! Yeah! That's what you get!
Hey, man. Y'all started shooting first.
I am a
Hey, they shot first.
That was fun!
We got a lot of good stuff in here. Worth the loot. Take what you can. It's my magic sword right here. Not too overweight. Need to create some white space. So what that is. You got resources in here. Moving upstairs. What else they got in here? Money. Money, ammo. What else? What else you got in here? Calling the cops.
What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. I dearly hope I'm not imagining this. How delightful. What is it? The latest issue of Dissident Hunter! I've been waiting for this. Most of what passes for entertainment here is appalling. Excellent! I knew there was hope. Once the Earth Directorate learns of our plight here, they'll have to send help. Yes! We just have to hold out until then. You are a bold one indeed, but boldness may not be enough. Unfortunately, the Earth Directorate, as distant as it may be, is the only power with the reach to curb the board's excesses.
You're saying we should make a whole lot of noise. I like the way you think.
Believe me, I wish I could offer a more concrete plan. Unfortunately, our options, my options anyway, are limited. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever reads, monitor colony statistics that no one pays attention to. When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the chairman's propaganda, of course. That's what I tell myself, but it can be rather dispiriting. Halcyon is headed for a collapse, and no one seems inclined to do anything about it.
Headed for? Monarch's already there. And from what I've seen, the rest of you ain't far behind.
A cautionary tale, isn't it? Too bad Monarch's been relegated to aetherwave fodder for a dozen sensationalist serials. Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on a goodwill tour of the colony as we speak. Aside from battalions of UDL security forces, most of Halcyon knows my name and face, so I could hardly evade Rockwell for long. Besides, remaining close has allowed me to learn just how wrong things have gone around here. Except for the bit about my suddenly coming down with stomach flu last year. That truly happened. Probably because I've no interest in being his puppet. My predecessor was content to serve as Rockwell's lapdog. When he saw I meant to oppose him, he made sure I'd have little opportunity to. It's quite all right. I've got every back issue of Dissident Hunter to keep me company. Are you telling me you haven't read one? They're fabulously entertaining.
Gotta side with the minister on that one. Dissident Hunter's a work of genuine culture.
Also, they're a surprisingly useful means of ascertaining what's going on in the broader colony.
What's up,
The
man?
board's most pressing grievances tend to feature
on.
heavily as the problem of the week. Sometimes it's factory strikes, other times it's dissenters.
Well, guess that's it. He really wasn't a threat. Got a lot of loot inside the store, I guess. But the guards, I guess he's... Yikes. They're gone. You don't gotta worry about him. House arrest. That's why he was in.
Hey, I know your face. You're wanted by the board. Wow. You're a living, breathing outlaw. That is, until security outside gets their eyes on you, but let's not spoil the moment. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating. Oh, that's just so encouraging to hear. I'll just go ahead and add your comment to my permanent record. Now then, how can I help you? Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid La Place into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Is this about Canid hunting? We've been over this before. It's a terrible idea.
Canid hunting is the natural.
Just looking to make some cash back. Dude.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about Canid shows? So am I. Canids are a fascinating species, biologically speaking. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about Canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility. What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly. Oh, then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
I'm heavily armed. Bruh. A threat.
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have. What, really? You'll do it? I mean, just like that? Don't you want to know why I asked you? While you're technically correct, which is my favorite kind of correct, no, that's not why. My canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him. Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium. Oh, you're quite welcome. I look forward to observing your results. What's on your mind? At the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind. I can't stop thinking about that trophy. Why isn't it in my hands? When is it going to be in my hands? And so on and so forth. You get me that Best in Show trophy, and it'll clear my mind right up. My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one. Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
Good thing I asked him. I didn't just leave. That eye was his. Wow. Must have found the eyes. At some point being on Gorgon.
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no. What's on your mind?
$55 is the max. Very good time to save. Let's go. I'll take it. You're wrong.
Come now, Anubis, you must overcome.
This one, what are you asking for? Trophy. Pass armor dealt 15. Oh, so it doesn't delete. Come on, Bart. That's on for you.
Oh, sorry. Jack up! Versus with you, Bart.
Double tap A to dodge.
You want some of this?
Let's get up.
All that pomp and circumstance out there. For
Oh, little
this,
freaking trophy.
the hell's the point?
I have no idea.
Come now, Anubis. You must hurt him.
I don't know what's worse here, the leashes or the folks holding them.
The guy did all that for this. Made me do all that.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts. My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly. Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
I gotta fly 2 different places.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe. Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated. Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free, and if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations. As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way. Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium.
So, got 2 different places we gotta fly to on the ship. To the ship.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
What?
But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows. You're a compassionate person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a talented woman. She had a gift for transforming her art into wealth. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense? Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're reliable and competent. You've been taking care of yourself ever since you arrived on Halcyon, and you're entirely independent. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover. Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved, outside of our courageous business leaders. I represent the law, Captain, but what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated. I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
What?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving. It is possible they expect you to understand the mind of a killer. You were, after all, responsible for murdering civilians in Emerald Vale.
projectile damage multiplier, pretty much. Hey, chill, relax. Bathroom break, y'all. I'll be right back. We are back. So we're gonna go clockwork, walk apple. The groundbreaker.
First stop at the Groundbreaker Auxiliary Bay.
Glad I got a decent amount of missions to do.
walking around like they run the place.
Hey you, over here. Let's chat. Whoa, 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 it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal. Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there. Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets.
Oh,
Hallways.
so y'all want
know
smoke?
what I mean? Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there. This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier.
Crap. Not high enough to bribe. My lie needs to be level 90. Wow.
Some days, it's like I don't know what to do with myself.
Heads up!
We're almost exposed.
Got him! Hands to heart! No! Get up! Come on! Looks like we're doing this! Heads up, jackass! Nice work!
Yo, come on. Was so close to surviving that. This is crazy.
System alert.
Strategize through this. Hold up. mean, they are super strong in here. This is crazy.
You gonna shoot or what? All right, let's dance.
Once you're in there, you're in there. And I am definitely stuck in here. Level 30, and you're high enough to kill everybody. Might have to put a pause on this. Might have to think of a strategy for this. There was a guy to bomb at the front. Bro, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of that. I need some space, and they swarm me. Bro definitely wanted to talk.
What? You need directions or something?
He definitely wanted to talk.
Yeah? Well, I'm paid to make sure you don't do that. So here we are. Eyes up, people! We got trouble!
Get back up, you asshole! Get up!
I might have to think about this, man. The bombs ain't working. Nothing's instant kill with them, which is surprising. But dang. Play something else. Just give me some time. Eat breakfast. I'll be back online. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I might have to think about this.